The always-on AI assistant, your competitor, is quietly paying $2,000 a month for just became free. Not cheaper, free. As in, run it on the computer already sitting in your office. Meta shipped it this morning. It's called Muse Glimmer. Apache 2.0 license. Commercial use, no permission slip, no seat fee, no per token charge, ever. 20 gigabytes, one graphics card, right on your desk. I want to tell you what today actually costs your competitor and saves you, because the tech press is going to bury the point under benchmarks. Meta Superintelligence Labs shipped Muse Glimmer, a 30 billion parameter open model built specifically to run AI agents on a normal computer, and the ceiling on what a solo operator can automate went up in one release. I'll walk you through which recurring bills die this week, which agent jobs are ready to move off the meter, roughly what one costs a competitor right now, and the one sentence you send your developer or your agency by Friday. Muse Glimmer comes out of Meta Superintelligence Labs, trained end-to-end for task completion, precise tool calls, multi-step reasoning, and the thing every real-world agent needs, and no benchmark measures, recovery when a tool fails and it has to try the next thing. It reads screenshots, invoices, dashboards, and PDFs natively, which is a polite way of saying it can look at your CRM, your inbox, or a supplier's document and act on what it sees the same way a human would. Here is the headline answer. If you have been sitting on a list of automations you want running 24/7, inbox triage, lead scoring, competitor page monitoring, content repurposing, invoice chasing, and you have never pulled the trigger because the API bill scared you, that block just came off. The meter is now optional. Same tool calling, same multi-step reasoning, zero per token cost after the hardware, a one-time $2,000 decision, not a $2,000 a month subscription that grows every time your automation gets busier. And there's your 2-minute answer. Before I break down the numbers, one thing. I run a free school community called the Church of SEO Jesus. Inside it I post the actual playbooks from these videos, which agent jobs I moved off the API meter first, the exact hardware I bought, the prompts I run, the pitfalls that ate a week, free to join, link in the description and the pinned comment. While you're grabbing that, hit subscribe so the next model drop lands in your feed and not your competitors. Right, back to the money. Old way, you wire your agent to Claude Sonnet or GPT-4 through an API key. The meter climbs every time it retries a tool call, rereads a document, or thinks out loud for 6 seconds before giving you an answer. A 24/7 loop runs anywhere from $300 to $2,000 a month per agent, depending on volume. Multiply that by 4 agents. Your fear is rational, and I'm not going to argue you out of it. The math is loud. 4 agents at $700 a month is $33,600 a year. 2 agents at $1,500 a month is $36,000. Either way, you are paying for a full-time junior hire and getting a bill you can't cap. New way. The same agent runs on the graphics card in a $2,000 desktop or an M-series Mac. Forever. For the price of electricity. 1 year of the API bill spent once, and never again. Your automation getting busier next quarter costs you $0 extra. Your competitors' costs double. Which jobs specifically? Because it matters. Muse Glimmer is not a frontier model. It won't replace Claude Sonnet for hard research or complex code refactors or writing your book. It replaces the boring high-volume stuff, and the boring high-volume stuff is where the ongoing bills live. Move first. Inbox triage that reads and tags customer emails, routes the urgent ones, drafts the polite reply for the routine ones. Lead scoring that reads a form submission, checks the company website, pulls their LinkedIn, and ranks the lead before your sales team even sees it. Content repurposing that turns one long post into 10 short ones, one podcast into 20 clips, one video into a week of social. Competitor page monitoring that checks a list of URLs every hour and pings you when a price, a headline, or a job listing changes. Invoice chasing that reads your accounts, drafts the polite reminder, and queues it for you to send. Every one of those is a job where the frontier model was overkill, and the frontier model's meter was the only thing standing between you and having it running by lunchtime. Speed, because runs locally scared a lot of people last year. when local models felt like a science experiment. Meta reports 3.1 times faster on an RTX 5090, 1.8 on an M5 Max, and 1.5 on an M4 Max. It uses a trick called speculative decoding. In plain English, it drafts a chunk of the answer. The main model checks it in parallel, and you get real-time responses instead of a batch job you kick off overnight. Fast enough to sit in a live loop. Fast enough to reply to an email while the customer is still refreshing their inbox. Memory. Full precision is 55 gigabytes and needs a workstation. The quantized version, and quantized just means compressed with almost no quality loss, drops it under 20. 20 gigabytes fits inside a 24 or 32 gigabyte graphics card, which is what a $2,000 gaming PC ships with. The machine your teenager builds for Fortnite runs a commercial-grade agent. Verification. Open HuggingFace.co right now, search Muse Glimmer, look at the model card yourself. Read the Apache 2.0 line, look at the file sizes. That is the proof, not me telling you. Weights are live, licenses live, anyone with a browser can pull them. Now the honest part, because I don't want you emailing your developer this afternoon and having it not work by Friday. 1. Ollama and LM Studio, the tools your developer will actually install it with, are getting their optimized support this week. Not today, this week. Day 1, some pieces are still landing. If they try it Monday and something misbehaves, wait 48 hours and try again. 2. Independent benchmarks are not out yet. Meta says it holds up against Gemma 431b and Qwen 3.627b, two other open models in the same weight class, but that is Meta's word until third parties finish testing. Give the community a week to stress test tool calling accuracy before you rip out a working system. Test the new setup on a copy of your workflow first, not the live one. 3. Frontier tasks still need a frontier model. Long research, complex code, novel reasoning, keep Claude or GPT-4 for those. Muse Glimmer is a specialist for high-volume, simple agent work, right tool for the right job. So who just got undercut? Any tool built on top of a Frontier API whose main value was, we run your agent for you, just got a much shorter runway. Every SaaS charging $200 a month to triage your inbox with GPT-4, every AI receptionist tool billed per minute, every scraping subscription, every AI CRM that's really a wrapper around somebody else's API. The moat was the API bill they were quietly paying and marking up. The moat just leaked. One agency I know is running 6 client accounts on GPT-4. Their meter is $3,100 a month. They pass it through with a markup, and their clients think they invented AI. The entire business model just picked up a competitor who can undercut them at cost. Who gets the window? You, for the next few weeks before your competitors' developers finish reading the news. Whoever moves their 4 boring high-volume agents off the meter first has a cost base their competitor cannot match without redoing the same work. 2 months from now, it's table stakes. 2 weeks from now, it is edge. Meta is working with AMD, ARM, Dell, Intel, and NVIDIA on device-level tuning. Translation, not a research demo that ships and disappears. Every serious chip vendor has committed to making Muse Glimmer run well on their hardware, which means the next generation of laptops and desktops will ship pre-optimized for it. The tooling is going to get easier, not harder. So the one sentence you send your developer or your agency by Friday, pick our simplest always-on agent job, the inbox one or the lead scoring one, and prototype it on Muse Glimmer using Ollama on my desktop. Report back Monday with speed, accuracy, and what breaks. One sentence. Done. If they come back and say it works, you have a template. Every additional agent after that runs on the same box, at 0 extra monthly cost. Same hardware, same electricity bill, the economics stop scaling with volume, which is the whole game. Zuckerberg confirmed the next model in the family, Muse Spark 1.2, is coming soon. Today is not a one-off. The floor under how cheap always-on automation can get is dropping every few months. The question stopped being, can I afford an always-on agent? It became, which of the 4 am I building first? One thing before you close the tab, I am dropping the 4-agent playbook inside the Church of SEO Jesus this weekend. That is my free school community. Inside it, the exact ROI ranking for which of the 4 agents to move first, the hardware spec I bought, the Ollama config, the prompts I run, and the 2 pitfalls that ate me a week. Free to join, link in the description and the pinned comment. Come grab the checklist while it is on the front page. The other meta drop this week that changes what a small team can quietly build in the background is the one I am covering next, and it plugs into exactly this box. Watch it now.